Europe is at the forefront of the global movement to regulate AI. Around the globe, authorities are working to control artificial intelligence, with the European Union taking the lead through groundbreaking legislation that is expected to overcome a significant obstacle on Wednesday. As the proposal makes its way towards passage, lawmakers of the European Parliament are scheduled to vote on it, which includes contentious amendments on facial recognition. The need for Brussels to establish guidelines for AI has become increasingly pressing, following the rapid progress made by chatbots like ChatGPT, which have demonstrated the potential benefits of this emerging technology, as well as the new risks it presents. Let us take a glance at the Artificial Intelligence Act of the European Union. Initially suggested in 2021, the legislation will regulate any commodity or amenity that employs an artificial intelligence mechanism. The bill will categorize AI systems based on 4 levels of potential danger, ranging from insignificant to intolerable. Applications that are considered riskier, such as those used for hiring purposes or technology geared towards children, will be subjected to more stringent regulations, which will entail transparent practices and the use of precise data. Companies, particularly tech giants such as Google and Microsoft, could face fines worth billions of dollars or up to 6% of their global yearly earnings, which could reach 30 million euros, $33 million, for violating the law. Enforcement of the rules will be the responsibility of the 27 member states of the EU. Safeguarding health and safety against potential AI threats while protecting fundamental rights and values is one of the primary goals of the EU. AI applications that involve social scoring, which involves evaluating people based on their actions, are completely unacceptable. The utilization of AI that targets vulnerable individuals, particularly children, or incorporates subliminal manipulation with the potential to cause harm, such as an interactive toy that encourages hazardous behavior, is strictly prohibited. The use of predictive policing tools that analyze data to anticipate criminal behavior is no longer in practice. The European Union's executive branch, the European Commission, originally presented a proposal which lawmakers later fortified. This entailed broadening the prohibition of remote facial recognition and biometric identification in public spaces. The technology functions by scanning individuals passing by and then utilizing AI to match their facial features or other physical attributes to a comprehensive database. Just as it seemed to be heading towards implementation, a centre-right party has thrown a last-minute challenge to the proposed law by adding an amendment that permits law enforcement exceptions, such as identifying suspects of serious crimes, finding missing children, or preventing terrorist threats. On Tuesday, Dragos Tudorache, a Romanian member of the European Parliament who is leading the work on the AI Act, made it clear that the European Union does not desire mass surveillance, social scoring or predictive policing. Such practices are reminiscent of those employed by China and are not in line with the EU's values. When it comes to AI systems utilized in areas like education and employment that can significantly impact an individual's life, stringent measures must be taken, such as maintaining transparency with users and implementing procedures to evaluate and minimize algorithmic bias. According to the Commission, the majority of AI systems, including spam filters and video games, are categorized as low or no risk. The initial regulations scarcely acknowledged chatbots, only mandating that they be marked as such to prevent user confusion. However, after the rapid rise in popularity of ChatGPT and other general-purpose artificial intelligence, negotiators amended the measure to incorporate these technologies. As a result, these AI systems are now subject to similar requirements as higher-risk systems. An important new requirement mandates the thorough documentation of all copyrighted material used to train AI systems in generating text, images, video, and music that have a human-like quality. Content creators would be able to determine if their work, such as digital books, scientific articles, songs, or blog posts, has been utilized to train algorithms that operate systems like ChatGPT. This information would allow them to determine if their work has been replicated and pursue legal action accordingly. When it comes to cutting-edge AI development, the European Union is not considered to be a major player, with the US and China taking the lead. Despite this, Brussels has a significant impact on global regulations, setting trends that become the standard. Additionally, the EU has taken the lead in pioneering efforts to address the power of large tech companies. According to experts, due to the vastness of the EU's single market, comprising of 450 million consumers, companies find it easier to comply with regulations rather than creating diverse products for different regions. The actions taken by Brussels are not solely intended to be a strict crackdown. In addition to imposing regulations, the goal is also to cultivate the AI market by fostering trust and assurance among those who use it. Chris Shrishak, a senior fellow at the Irish Council for Civil Liberties and a technologist, emphasised the significance of the enforceable regulation, explaining that while other countries like Singapore, the United States and Britain have only provided guidance and recommendations, this regulation holds companies accountable for their actions. He suggested that the regulations of the EU could be adopted and replicated by other nations. Many countries are still trying to catch up, while Britain, which exited the European Union in 2020, is competitively vying for a leadership position in AI. This ambition is evidenced by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's intention to hold a global conference on AI safety in the upcoming autumn season. At a recent technology conference, it was reported that Sunak expressed his desire to transform the United Kingdom into not only the intellectual centre, but also the physical centre of worldwide regulations concerning AI safety. The summit in Britain aims to gather individuals from academia, business and governments across the globe to collaborate on developing a multilateral framework, according to the speaker. Negotiations between member countries, the Parliament and the European Commission will follow the vote, and the process of finalising the rules may take years to complete. The negotiations may require additional amendments to the wording before the rules are fully enforced. By the end of this year, the final approval is anticipated, which will then be followed by a grace period of approximately 2 years for companies and organisations to adjust. In anticipation of the upcoming legislation, both Europe and the US have committed to drafting a voluntary code of conduct, which was promised to be completed within a few weeks and potentially extended to other nations with similar values. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.